Oonagh. And then click live screen over there on your right. Up to left. And then move that chat box there.
This one?
Yeah, move it a little bit in. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
And now you have everybody up and in, and Matty rated you.
What did I come in on, Aaron? What's going on? Hello, everybody. What? What's happening, Aaron?
I have no
Maddie's
idea.
being nasty? Uh-oh.
Oh, and
Uh-oh.
Rick resubscribed as well.
Oh, thank you. How are you doing, Rich? Thank you so much for the resub. Maddie's being nasty? What did you do?
Also, I just want to point out the name.
Oh, see, I'm disappeared.
It's okay. You're
I'm a
magical.
ghost. You said it was only gonna be a little bit.
You are only a little bit. Look at how much of you is still visible. I just realized that Rich's name is Reefer Rick, but I've been calling him Reefrick, like a medieval lord, Reefrick.
Yeah, yeah,
But it's Reefer Rick. I just realized.
yeah.
I'm not modern enough
So good.
for these.
Yeah. You heard desktop sounds. I am concerned, and I probably don't want to know. I probably don't want to know.
He's a growing young man, and he's spent a lot of time by himself.
Yeah, Maddie, don't do it.
Leave him to his. But Maddie, just be more careful with the with what you leave up in your tabs. That's all we'll say. All right.
Did we stop? Ah, chapter 4, I believe.
Did you need a?
Dies. Yeah. Thank you. Probably better than one of your expired cards.
Probably, yeah.
Maddie is also trying to steal your girl. Who? Scaring us and scarring us. Uh-oh. I'm sure Maddie's like, it was for
Research
reference.
purposes.
Yeah, it was research purposes. It's for science. Yeah, my shirt's blending into the background.
Matty was studying anatomy. Leave him alone.
No. Look, as an artist, I can't say I haven't been in this conversation before. Because I do need proper reference sometimes. So it'd be nice if I could pinpoint like specific reference that I want instead of including all of the things that I don't want to see.
Wait, he blamed it on me. What did I do?
Was Maddie wooing a fictional person? Oh, thank you, Bear. Then he talked about sending and taking pictures. Why are you outing Maddie like this? This sounds like a really embarrassing situation, and all of you are just over here, like, sharing it with everyone. We needed help. Oh no. I'm sorry, Maddie.
And then
You need to be careful.
Bear says that you look lovely today.
I said thank you.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Oh no. Oh no.
I don't. It does, as you say, it doesn't.
Oh no.
It doesn't help that I call her my lady. So
Yeah.
I understand the misunderstanding.
Hello, Fiend Joker. Poor Maddie. Yeah. Yeah.
You always have to blame it on Castle.
That's your wife, though. Yeah. Well, my lady was a title, so. Ugh.
Yeah, it is. It is very, medieval, very Victorian.
I'm dying and
Okay,
outed
if you
in
know
less
my
than an
lady.
hour. Yeah. Poor Maddie. Maddie is always the butt of the joke. But Aaron will always be the baby. I'm crying, I'm laughing so hard. Yeah, I bet. Knowing Maddie, he is going to be glow in the dark Scarlet right now. I am sure. I'm sure he's glad he's not on camera right now. He calls it ASMR.
To be fair, some ASMR is really freaky. Like you can't even.
It's true. Yeah.
Like it's like there's some anime, there's some ASMR, and there's some YouTubers you just can't watch in public because you will get in trouble.
Tyson, he's like, this is a very interesting conversation to be listening to while driving. Yeah. We are going to be reading Chapter 4 of Child of the Prophecy, The Fiend Joker, by Juliette Marier. It is the third book in a trilogy, but each book follows a different protagonist. Alright. Did anything exciting happen that I missed out on?
Other than that?
Yeah, other than that.
Other than the situation with Maddie.
Yeah. Poor Maddie. He was also reading an adult chapter. I mean, obviously that's what got him going, right? So I'm sure the two are connected. That was the streamer streaming something. I did. Excuses. With his mic like in his throat, Aaron, stop. Stop. I'm innocent too. Oh no. Okay, alright. We're gonna move on.
Hey look, sometimes you start in the bathtub and you finish on stream. That's just what happens.
No. No. Don't do that. It snowed for you. It is still way too hot for me here, but it is cooling down.
It was almost 90 degrees.
Cooling down, you know, for Southern California. It's gonna get flagged, probably. Probably. You're almost done with your tree? That's fun. It's really windy. I like it cold. I don't really love it windy. Makes my nose red. And then I look like Rudolph because my skin's so sensitive. Just like, I could touch my skin and it'll turn pink, so. You are watching How the Grinch Stole Christmas already? At least watch, Charlie Brown Thanksgiving or something, or Nightmare Before Christmas. That's kind of like a bridge between Halloween and Christmas, you know? I know it scares you, but you're a big girl now. I'm sure you can handle it. Did Castle just mean what I think he did? It's probably best not to get the answer, you know? We'll leave it alone. Also, I wasn't deep-throating my mic. Well, it sounds like you were in the 30s. Yeah, that's nice. I am not. You are the baby, but you are old enough to watch Nightmare Before Christmas and survive. Fall is gone. It's not. It gets cold in the fall too. It is winter now. No, it's not. It is spring and I'm wearing multiple layers, but hey, that's Melbourne for you. I gotcha. You did say it was raining, so. Fall didn't arrive. It hasn't really here yet. But we don't really get much of a winter. It's kind of like we get fall when it becomes winter time, and then that's it.
Yeah, out here we get 1 week of fall, and then it'll maybe be winter for a few weeks, and then we go back to summer.
The Fiend Joker is also a writer.
Yeah, I remember he's working a book.
We've
like
got lots of writers in here.
The Knight or the Warrior or something.
Yeah,
like
the Warrior.
Yeah.
Maddie, I don't want to know your bathtub habits.
Yeah, please don't share.
Yeah. This is not that kind of stream.
I know I started the joke.
Yeah.
Let's start it where I started.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
Two stories.
Can I have coffee before I start peeing?
You certainly can. You want some more donuts, or do you want pasta?
No, I'll eat after.
Okay. If you insist.
How are you not interested in writing if you're in this chat? That's true. That's true. And we do have the October writing contest is still available. You got to get your entries in by the 14th. And the November writing contest is also open, and that will be due the middle of December. So you have longer to participate in that one if you want to.
Well, I accounted for the holiday for the December one, so nothing has to be turned in until December 26th.
Okay.
Because I assumed people would probably be spending a week with their family for Christmas, so.
There you go. I'm not a writer, but I appreciate that. Yeah, at least you're a reader, right? You're a writer or a reader if you're in here. Hello, Jessica. Welcome in. Help.
Well, I think the other the one whoever said what they said is if you're not interested in writing, I don't think you wouldn't be in the chat.
Thank you for the rose.
Which I think is true. I think everybody in there is interested in storytelling.
Yeah, we're all interested in storytelling and stories. What if my entry was already published?
It would need to be very, very on key.
Well, that and not problematic. If you win the contest, we're going to do a compilation of all of the winning entries for the year.
So there can't be any copyright conflicts.
Yeah, no copyright conflicts.
Because it'll be published in the Tavern Tales collection at the end of next year.
Right.
So if it's already been published, the likelihood is no, it cannot be, unless you alter it enough that it will
not cause problems.
Not cause problems with copyright.
But, you know, it's short story contest, so it shouldn't be a big deal to do something new.
Oh, is that Irewolf in there?
Yeah, it's Irewolf.
How's it going?
Sir Maddie says, I started chapter 32, got derailed majorly. Yeah, we know, Maddie, we heard. You were writing a kinky chapter and then things spiraled. Got it.
Technically, you do hold your own copyright, yes, but Kindle also owns the copyright if you published it through KDP.
If they provided the ISBN.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know, I gotta read it again, that's funny. Hello, Frost, welcome in. Alright. I'm gonna have a little coffee and then I'll start reading. You'll know how my throat starts getting raspy rather quickly.
Do you want a straw?
Mm-mm. Thank you. Oh, I see, Maddie. I see. You guys are funny. Also, I'm not listening to the music, so let me know if it ever gets problematic. I'll try to catch it in the comments. I'll make sure you can hear me okay as I read. You need therapy now? Okay. Chapter 4. We're on page 109. Slowly but surely we'll get through this trilogy. Alright. So, last time, we had Fanya at the fair, and she did use a bit of clamor because she doesn't like people noticing that she has a bad foot. And she was having a good time, and then Derek apparently got upset about it, so they're in a bit of a tiff. And she realized she can't be friends with Derek anymore because if her grandmother finds out, her grandmother will likely make her do something horrible to him. So. Are you tattling on Maddie? Maddie, do you need to be punished? Maddie'd probably like it though, he's a masochist. So, can't do that. Can't be me. Yes. Okay. So, with that revelation, she's probably set up to not have a very pleasant time of it going anywhere because she won't feel comfortable making any kind of positive relationships. And the one girl she just wanted to like pull a prank on to show her grandmother that she could use the magic ended up becoming becoming very tragic. You know, the girl ended up staying as the fish and then got killed as fish, so I think we can expect that Fanya's gonna have a lot of difficult times. Erin, I'm worried about you. Yeah. She'll be okay. Erin will be fine. Okay. Bad behavior shouldn't be rewarded. Exactly, Bear. Exactly. We need to tell Maddie's actual mom. She is there. She can do the punishing. I'm dramatic. We know, Erin. We know. I think if there's anything that we have learned about you, it's that. And that's okay. We love it. Okay. Let us proceed. Not adding mom to this context. Oh, you don't want her to know, huh? Okay. The rain set in, and one of the children had a cough. I offered to stay behind and tend to her, and Peg accepted gratefully. But she left Royson as well, for company, she said. Being nursemaid suited me. The little girl was no trouble. Besides, it was wet for walking, and I would not contemplate riding with Derek again, let alone talking to him. The very thought of him made me wretched. I knew how badly I had hurt him. Funny. It seemed to be my own heart was aching now. While the child rested, I occupied myself with my other small charge. I had spent the night perched on a side support of the tent, tiny, still, and silent. Maybe it didn't want me to know that it could fly. It did not sleep all day, as an ordinary owl should. Instead, it kept its eyes half open, watching me, and seemed happy to accept the small morsels I produced, grubs, beetles, and the like. In the quiet of the night, while the folk lay wrapped in sleep, I had seen it twice, lift its ragged wings and swoop, deadly and noiseless, to seize some small wriggling creature from the earth, then return to the perch to eat its meal tidily with miniature beak and talons. "You're a fraud," I whispered, as I sat by the child's bedside with the owl perched on my finger and dangled the freshly dug worm. The little bird stared intently, then opened its beak and gave a snap. The worm disappeared. A complete fraud. The bird closed its eyes to slits, ruffled its feathers, and appeared to go to sleep. Then I heard hoofbeats outside, and returned hastily to the dark corner. Royson's voice could be heard, and a man's. I glanced out of the tent and retreated back inside. I imagined Royson only saw her young man once a year. It was not the easiest way to conduct a courtship, if that is what it was. I sat quietly, hearing their voices, but not catching the words. My mind was far away. I was thinking of father, and how he had lost both his sweetheart and his dreams. I was thinking it was just as well I was going to Seven Waters now, and not later. Some things could hurt you. Some people could wound you. There was no room in my life for that. And there was no room in any other kind of life for me, or for my kind. I knew that already. I just had to keep telling myself that was all, and the pain would go away in time. The rain had almost stopped. From out by the fire, Royson called me. "Vanya!" I emerged from the tent. The young man was building up the fire, and Royson was making tea. "Come and have a drink. It's getting chilly. This is Aiden. Aiden, this is Vanya, Derek's friend." Not anymore, I thought, forcing a smile. "Happy to make your acquaintance, I'm sure," said the young man, and I nodded. "Aiden's got some news, Vanya." Royson sounded unusually hesitant. I stared at her. I could think of no news that might be possibly any concern of mine. "Sounds as if Derek's finally made up his mind," she went on. "About what?" I asked, accepting a cup of her steaming chamomile brew. "Jarmid O'Flaherty and his horses," said Aiden, who had settled on one of the benches with his arm around Royson. "Didn't he tell you?" queried Royson, and I made no response. I shook my head. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out who's talking here. I'm going to assume that it's Royson because it doesn't say. Oh, okay, I think it's supposed to be Vanya. Just that O'Flattery's been on him, and on at Dad, these 2 years, to let Derek stay up there at the farm and help him train his horses. Ever since Derek worked his magic on an animal none of O'Flattery's men could touch. That was a good while back. He's got that way with them, Derek, like nobody else. Yeah, I don't think this is fun yet. Why is this not made clear? This is annoying. Sorry. I don't know. I guess maybe it's Royston. Huh. Alright. It'd be a great chance for Derek. But our kind doesn't settle. He always said so. He always said no. Rather be on the road or back in Kerry, horses or no. Looking like he's settling now, observed Aidan. Maybe there's a lass in it. O'Flattery's daughters are a bonny enough pair. Royston glared at him. As for me, I sat there with my cup in my hands and said not a word. Bit of a surprise, said Royston. Dad's pleased and sad too. He knows it's a great opportunity, but we'll all miss Derek. Not so hard, maybe, said Aidan. You'll see him at fair time. That's the pattern of it for these here and Cairnamara, he explained, looking at me. Summer's in the hill country, winter's on the coast. O'Flattery's got a big holding. Wed to that family and you'd be falling on your feet, that's certain. Who said anything about wedding? Scoffed Royston, digging him in the ribs. Folk be saying it. Folk can say what they want. That doesn't make it true. I never thought Derek would do it. Surprised us all. She glanced at me. I thought you'd be the first to know. After that, things moved quickly. O'Flattery was to be off home the next day, and he was taking Derek with him. Folk gathered in the evening around the fire, but the air was biting cold and nobody was in a festive mood. I sat. I said I was tired and stayed in the tent. People talked quietly and drank their ale. There were no tales, and not much laughter. Later, someone asked Derek to play his pipes, but it was Dan Walker who entertained them with a couple of tunes. I could not see, but I could tell from the sound of it. The playing was more expert than Derek's, but it had not the same heart. Much later, when we were all asleep, and a gentle rain had begun to fall again, I heard him, a long way off, down on the shore in the dark. He was playing alone, playing some kind of farewell, to his folk and his family, to the sort of life that was in his blood and in his being. I'm a traveling man, remember, he'd said. Always on the move, that's me. The lament rang forth over the empty strand of the dark, surging waters, piercing the very depths of my spirit. This would have been easy once. I would simply have got up and walked down to the shore to sit by Derek as he played. There would have been no need for words between us, for my presence would have been enough to tell him I was sorry I had hurt him. He would have understood that he was still my friend. Things were different now. I had changed them, and now my friend was leaving me forever. It was better that way. Better for me. Far better for him. Why then did it hurt so much? I curled my hand around my grandmother's amulet, feeling its warmth, feeling the reassurance it gave me that the path I had chosen was the right one, the only one. I rolled the blanket around myself and curled up tight, and put my hands over my ears, but the voice of the pipes cried out in my heart, and would not be silenced. Well, thank you, Fiend Joker. I really love Juliet Marie's books. A majority of them have roots in Celtic folklore and mythology. I think she must have had ancestry from there, but she's from Australia. Hello, sir. Hi. You come to say hello? He's like, you can put that book down and give me attention. Yes, I know. Adds in 3? Oh, alright. Oh, bless you. Oh, I just lost. Okay, we're good. I guess I could just play an ad real quick. I guess the 3-minute one. so it doesn't bug us anymore. Okay, very good. Oh, there you go. Yeah, we've got a lot of those. I am as well. Yeah, hello, Boo's butt. He always likes to come show his butt during my readings for whatever reason. Milo's gotten bigger than him already. It's crazy. And of course, Castle grew up in Ireland. Except because he's been here so long, he's constantly getting accused of not actually being Irish, which is a weird thing to me. It's like people forget that people have the ability to move and live in other places. It's very bizarre. Actually, I had met, or we actually, both of us met somebody. He was working as a server out here, and he had a really unique accent. And he had grown up in South Africa, but then also went to Europe, and then the UK, and then the United States. Oh, thank you. This was a gift from Castle's brother and sister-in-law. It's cute. It came with like a brownie mix, and you didn't know what color it would be, and it was supposed to represent like the Harry Potter houses. I let Everett do it. My mom is from South Africa and did the same thing. Yeah, it's cool. And that he had a really interesting accent, so we asked him. So it's weird to me that there are people in the world that are just like, oh, you have a weird accent, so you must be faking it. And it's like, okay, sure. That is a possibility too. I used to know somebody who would do that out in public. She'd like put on a fake Irish accent because she wanted to be Irish, and I was like, oh, that's cringy. Please don't do that. I'm from Southeast Asia. Can I be in a Celtic pagan? You can definitely follow the traditions if that is what you want. Castle actually put together a book of his family's specific traditions because his family is Norse Gaelic, so they have like a blend of traditions from like old Norway and Ireland. So it's not like the widespread tradition, but there will be a lot of similarities. That's what you do? Yeah. And we believe that tradition should be shared. Everyone is welcome so long as you respect it and you're just wanting to adopt it and have that be a part of your life. I am most of that Celtic pagan, but that's what I do. Are you saying that you are a Celtic pagan fiend joker? No, you can't. I mean, obviously you can't become Celtic, but you can. I mean, we have a different understanding of what pagan is. So I don't know, like pagan now I think is for a lot of people meaning a religion of some kind. We don't see it that way. So I guess if you're just wanting to adopt paganism as a religion, like that's totally a choice you can make. It's not like something that's specific to a particular people's. It would be like anything else. If you like it, then go ahead and do it. Hello, Key Clavis, and welcome in. So yeah, you definitely can. It's kind of like, you know, would you say people who aren't from Asia aren't able to practice Buddhism, right? But I think there's a lot of different variations of what people consider to be pagan now. We don't follow paganism as a religion, so I can't really say specifically and be able to give you a good answer because I'm not sure what context you're meaning it in. But if you want to follow some of the traditions that are rooted in and Ireland, then you can definitely, absolutely do that. And we have some of them up to read about if you want. Still waiting for the rest of the recipes. Yeah, I really do want to put together the recipe book, but I want it to look really good because I'm a visual person. I am an artist, right? So I can't just put out a cookbook and not have photography involved. And if I can't have a good space to do all that, then I'm gonna just wait. I'm eclectic, Hellenistic, pagan. Yeah. Maddie, from what I gather, you're kind of like you collect gods from all over the place.
He's Finnish.
He's Finnish.
Yeah.
There you go. The Finnish have some really crazy mythologies.
Well, and the
Like-
Finns were so malleable in the way that they dealt with, because the Finns were sort of animistic, and people like to say everything about old Germanic pagans is animistic, which is not true. But a lot of people like to claim that. But the Finns were so flexible with the way that they dealt with spirits. Like they have spirits and gods and things for just about everything. More than the Greeks, more than the Celts, more like the Finns were like, they're like, oh, we have the bathhouse elf, and then we have the sauna elf, and then we have the bathtub elf. They just everything.
The bathtub elf.
Yeah.
Keith Glavis says paganism as a worldview versus paganism as a religion. Historically speaking, the worldview version is closer to how it was practiced.
I would say that that's probably accurate.
It's closer. Like pagan was more of like a
Well,
broad term for people.
Yeah, pagan
who-
was used to describe anything that fell outside the Abrahamic religions.
Right.
So any belief system that fell outside the Abrahamic religions would have been considered pagan. What we call pagan today in academia usually is just like one of the things that bothers me is that people like to blow up common practices as religious practices,
Yeah.
and it's fine. It's fine to have that as a perspective, but the reality is that this is just how people lived.
I don't like the off the shoulder. This is meant to be off the shoulder, but I don't like wearing it off the shoulder.
Most of the things that people practice, like even when you look at the blots from like Sweden, right? Like they had 3 to 5 blots a year, depending on where in the world they were. They would do like what area in Sweden they were in, and even that was not overwhelmingly religious. It was like, this is a harsh area to live in, and these were things that people did collectively as a community to foster community. So,
Well,
yeah.
even the term heathenism has changed in the meaning. So
Well,
it's easy to mix up what paganism and heathenism is because that's kind of all been left together. But a heathen was somebody that lived out in the countryside.
Yeah, heathen is the original word for redneck or hick,
Yeah.
more or less.
Of that side of the continent.
Yeah, it's like it's the European hicks is what
There you go.
is what
The
heathens are.
European mix. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just people who lived on the heather, people who lived on the outskirts of town.
Yeah, that makes
And
sense.
paganism is a broad stroke of anything that's not Abrahamic. But
I guess then my ancestors were Hicks from the North America
That's what I like to think, like my family were hicks from both
Yeah,
sides. Because
both.
my dad's family was from Kentucky and in the United States, but my grandfather's family is from Ireland and Norway.
That's funny.
So
Are you a heathen? No, you're not. You don't live in the
I would say
country.
you live in this city, boyo.
Where does your mom live now that you're over there, I guess? My dad's side are Hicks and rednecks. Oh, there you go.
And admittedly, like it is being a bit reductive because obviously people now use heathen as a synonym for paganism.
Well, yeah, that's why I said it's changed.
Yeah,
And what
that's
it
not
means.
how I would
Yeah.
ever use it, but that is how a lot of people do use it.
Yeah, I have
I
some Hicks in my family as well. They
I
still,
would- I would say that if you call yourself a heathen, what you're saying is that you prefer to live on the outskirts of society rather than entrenched in society. That would be my definition of heathen. Somebody who prefers to live more naturally and live on the outskirts of society would be my definition of heathen.
I think that's fair.
And I think pagan is pagan. I would still say any religion that's not Abrahamic you can call pagan. And now we have Baskin Robbins levels of paganry. Like you have 31 flavors of paganry. You can go you know, more than that, 180 flavors of paganry. People make up new ones all the time. It's sort of like a choose your own adventure.
I mean, that's how it is now. We have the freedom to do so.
Yeah.
And Rich, I'm not sure if you were asking that question to me or somebody else. Robin Williams once said that Australians are Britain's rednecks. I mean, they are.
Well, my grandfather likes to joke that the only difference between an Australian and an Irishman is a criminal record.
Yeah. I mean, but they just basically accused all Irish peoples of being criminals.
Right,
So
because I think it's something
it
like
is what it is. Like, they would just get accused for stuff they didn't do.
something like 70% of the hereditary Australians who have European descent have Scottish or Irish in them because they were sent there as either criminals or to work camps
Yep.
for debts.
Hello, Cristala. The name thing you... Oonagh. Yes. Just like
Oh,
the
you are
evil
having,
sorceress in this one.
You are having bitrate issues.
Am I?
Yeah.
Why? You know, we got all our stuff replaced. We spent a lot of money to replace all this stuff. Why is it still messed up? It's frustrating. Australians are the ones without the record. Which record?
The criminal record.
The criminal record?
No, Australia was a prison colony.
Yeah, they sent them to Australia too.
No, I love Australia and I love Aussies, but we have to be real about the fact that it was basically a prison colony for several hundred years.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pausing for you too. Ugh,
Right click on.
can't do anything.
Right click on comment. The little blue one down in the corner.
Where?
Down at the bottom.
Down here?
The
Oh,
little blue hoop. There.
this,
Yeah. Close it.
that's a hoop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Close it. That might be part of what's causing the issue.
Okay, we'll see. All those hydrates got me now, or charged with sedition. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and again, like most of the criminals who ended up in Australia were not criminals.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, they were criminals.
Yeah,
but it
like
was-
there at a certain point they were like, well, it's a song, "The Fields of Athenry," right? There were thousands of Irishmen who were sent to Australia for stealing corn or for stealing food when the famines were going on in Ireland. So it's a joke, but it's also, you know, what happened.
You love the Celtic traditions. That's good. That's good. Castle's family follows a lot of the ones that people know about, and then they have some of their own that they do that I like as well. But it's not religious. It's more of just like, this is traditions that are passed down.
What we like to say is that we are culturally pagan, not religiously pagan. We follow the practices that our families have been following for a very long time. And that's more or less it. We do honor our ancestors. We do have some spiritual practices around honoring ancestors and honoring family that have fallen.
Yeah, the bit rate's still poo-poo.
But we don't incorporate it as a religious practice.
You know, one of your ancestors was the chaplain on the First Fleet. That's cool.
Oh, wow, that's crazy, man. That's actually very interesting.
I had a lot of Irish wandering menfolk in my... I only know that some of, like, one side of my family has Irish blood from the south, and then the other side has Irish blood from Canada, and then supposedly, allegedly, one of them was one of the frontiersmen that first went through Montana. It's still pausing? Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Click on the gear to your left on Streamlabs.
On Streamlabs?
The gear all the way to the left. Yeah. Now you're gonna need to move the TikTok chat. You're gonna need to move it more. Go to output.